loves Russia? Make some noise. I'll tell you why I love Russia. You know what? Again, I'll be honest. I don't like Russia as a country because Russia as a country is quite shit. Okay, we all know that, right? No, I'm serious. Like, honestly, like no one wanted to live here. It was a forest. There was snow. There was bears. It was dangerous. No one wanted to live here, right? But Russians came here and turned Russia into the biggest motherfucking country in the world. I love Russia because of Russians. Russians can take nothing and turn it into something. The whole world discovered a potato, and they were like, oh my God, we can eat this. And Russians were like, fuck that, we can drink this. The whole world discovered beetroot, and they were like, oh my God, beetroot is so delicious, we can put it in a salad. Russians are like, soup. The whole world looked at Facebook, and they were like, Facebook is the most amazing social media network in the world. And Russians are like, phew. We'll make contact. It'll be Facebook with music, movies, and porn. That's some badass shit, man. That's some badass shit. The more I've been in Russia, the more I realize that Russians are really, really cool because you have the ability of taking nothing and turning into something. I discovered babushkas. Babushkas are so amazing because they don't waste anything. They don't waste anything. They don't waste food. They don't waste time. They are hardcore. That's why I think it's babushkas who discovered caviar. Because the whole world discovered fish. And they were like, oh my God, we can eat the fish. And babushkas were like, yes, we can eat the fish, but also the unborn children as well. I love Russia, man. Russia's very cool. It's weird, though, because when I walk down the street, people don't know anything about South Africa. People come up to me and they're like, hey, where are you from? And I'm like, South Africa. And then they're like, where's that? And I'm like, motherfucker, the directions are in the name. Go to Africa, go south. It's quite self-explanatory, you know? It's very weird. But I remember I actually did a performance here once, and I was like, I was performing here at Steal the Show, and I asked the audience, does anyone know anything about South Africa? And this Russian girl stands up, and she's like, I know everything. I was like, okay. Tell me what you know. So she's like, I know J.R.R. Tolkien, the man who wrote Lord of the Rings. He was born in Bloemfontein, South Africa. I'm like, damn, girl, nice. I know one of the richest men in the world, Elon Musk. He is South African. I'm like, nice, girl, nice. Nelson Mandela, who freed your country in 1994, one of the best presidents in the world. He is from South Africa. I'm like, damn, girl, keep going. Trevor Noah, who is the host of The Daily Show. He is from South Africa. I'm like, damn, girl, keep going. And then she's like, I also know that 7.1 million people are living with HIV in South Africa. I'm like, hey, slow down. Okay, whoa. We get it? Okay, you're clever. We get it. Then she says, oh my goodness, I even know the national anthem of South Africa. And I'm like, oh, you better stand up and sing it. You better stand up and sing it right now. And she gets up and she's like, Tamina mina, waka waka, Tamina mina. I'm like, no, that's not our national anthem. And Shakira is not our fucking president. Like, that's crazy. This is madness. But I love Russia. It's a very interesting place. Look, Russia is very different to Moscow. Moscow is very modern. Well, it's modern. It's clean. It's safe. But the rest of Russia is kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Because when I first got to Moscow, as a tourist, what's the first place that people tell you to visit when you get to Moscow? Red Square. So I go to Red Square, and I get to Red Square, and I'm so excited. I'm taking pictures of Lenin's mausoleum. Taking pictures of St. Basil's Cathedral, taking pictures of the Kremlin. But then I realized that everybody was taking pictures of me. And for a second, I was like, am I famous in Russia? Then I realized that people were just taking a picture of me because I was black. And I was like, should I be offended by this, or should I be honored that I'm the first black person that someone could take a picture of in Red Square? And I take it as an honor. I've actually taken it as an honor. In fact, from now on, when I travel around Russia, I only want to visit the small little villages where they've never seen a black person before, so that I can convince them that I'm God. So when they ask me questions like, why is your skin so dark? I'm going to say, heaven's by the sun, motherfucker. We're all black up there. It's crazy.